All right, let's go back over here. And you know, May is National Stroke Awareness Month, right, Michelle?
That's right. So we just want to make sure that you know the signs of a stroke so that you can get help. It is, by the way, the leading cause of disability. So we have Dr. Susie Stark here with us, a professor of occupational therapy, neurology, and social work at Washington University. A woman of many hats.
Yes.
I'd say. Yes.
Smart
Thank you
lady.
for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Well, can we start talking about like how you work with patients and basically who experience a stroke? Like, how do you work with patients?
So I'm really interested. My work is actually on the end of rehabilitation. So after folks go through an initial period of time after their stroke, they're really, they go through intensive rehab. So they learn how to put their pants on again, they learn how to walk again. And my work actually starts as people transition home. I'm really interested in the long-term consequences of stroke because people tell us, people recover for 3, 6, 12 months. And they only go to rehab for a few weeks. So there's a long period of time where so many things can happen.
I have something on this. My dad had one in 21, 22, rehab for 6 months, or not 6 months, maybe 3 months.
That would be lucky if he had
But they said the improvement will only happen on his left leg for about 6 months. After that, it's going to be about the same. And so, but I have noticed over the last, year, the mobility of that left leg has gotten a lot worse. He's 86, but this was, it was much better a year, 2 years after, and then now it started to decline. And I always say, you go back to rehab, help it out. He's like, I don't think it will really help. You get tired of the rehab, right? And it's hard, but there could still be some improvement, right?
So there might not be actual improvement in how your leg moves, but there are so many things that we can do to help people get back to their lives.
Okay.
So for folks like your dad, a lot of times I'll hear that folks are going to go home and sit home and wait to get better, and that doesn't happen. What we need to do is build support systems for them. So we need to teach them to do things in different ways. We need to find physical supports like different mobility devices that your dad might use. We might need to modify his home so he can independently make it to the bathroom.
Great point.
So he doesn't have to have help from someone else. And we know if we do this, if we actually put home modifications in place and we put supports and services for folks, they actually do better at engaging in the community and getting parts of themselves and their lives back to the level that it was prior to their stroke. So it's really important that we do this.
Do you think that those are some of the bigger challenges and barriers for folks who are trying to get better?
Well, the system is not super smooth right now in rehabilitation, so we are trying to build new models at Washington University so that we can make that part of how everybody gets their service on a daily basis. So what we want to do is compensate for those limitations so that people never need to stop moving. They need to keep moving, keep rolling, keep being part of their community.
Yeah, keep growing. And there's been a few falls, because of that. Because it's just, you would think the legs were moving and they aren't. And, that's so dangerous. As you know, a fall can be very close to setting you aging very quickly, right?
Actually, that's a big part of what we study and what we try to prevent. Falls are we've had several folks that have had a stroke and then have come back to rehab because they had a fall and now they have a brain injury. So making sure that your home is safe, that you are independent as you can possibly be in the community is a really important part of what to do. So making sure that all those throw rugs are picked up, that there's a bench in your bathtub so you can shower independently, that we have somebody that might bring you food if you're not able to prepare it for yourself anymore. That maybe there's strategies we can use to help you cook independently after this. So there's a lot of different strategies that folks need to put in place. I also kind of want to note that caregivers are an important part of this.
I was just going to ask.
Because I think it's really important that we take care of your mom, because if your mom can't do what she needs to do, then we have a big problem, because she is the lifeline that's keeping your dad at home and in the community. So
and she's overwhelmed.
So making sure that we give caregivers resources and supports and skills so that they safely transfer someone, so that your dad stays as independent as possible and we keep your mom safe too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us here today.
Sure.
Great
and that's so much, because so many, I think I was just reading a story about so many Missourians really becoming caregivers now, and for a family member. That's a very big reality for a lot of folks.
It is a very big reality, and if we don't take care of our caregivers, our health care system will collapse, because most of the care provided for folks is actually through caregivers. So
Yeah.
that is a very, very important statement that you just made. That's not just for stroke, that's for any disabling condition.
Oh, wow. Well, Dr. Stark, thank you so much for
Thanks for
enlightening us
having
me.
this
Great job.
morning. And sorry to hear about your dad. I'm hoping that your mom's okay and your dad's okay.
Yes.
A lot
Yes.
to really understand when we're learning more about strokes and how, we can do better.
Yes,
Thank
great
you.
mom. And after
Amazing.
Mother's Day, we just thank her so much. And I want my dad to see this too, to
Yeah.
make sure he.
Take care of your dad, take care
Yeah.
of your mom. Sounds like you guys are doing a great job.
Great job by you. Thank you so much.
Thanks
what
for
you
having me.
do. Yeah, thank you.